What's going on, Pokemon Card Nation? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to take a look at some sales figures from the Pokemon TCG. If you haven't heard, the Pokemon Company alone sold over 34 billion cards. What I'm assuming that's product. We're going to take a look at the article because 34 billion is a lot, and I'm pretty sure it's product, not just single cards. So the article is by Water Pokemon Master, as always, and he starts off with Pokemon has released its latest financial report, which we can actually go ahead and take a look at here real quick. And if we go down to trading cards, we've got total production over 34.1 billion cards. So maybe that is cards, maybe it's not product. I think it's just cards alone. Number of languages they printed those cards in, 13 languages. Numbers of areas sold in to date, I would assume that's countries, which is 76 countries, areas. It says areas, so maybe there's a reason for that. And then he says the financial report reveals the company shipped 3.7 billion Pokemon cards between March 2020 and March 2021. So this year alone, it's 3.7 billion. So this past year during COVID, basically, it has been 3.7 billion. So I think that 34 billion number is like all time. And then the highest number in recent memory, before 2019, they were shipping an average of 1.5 to 2 billion cards a year. So we have basically hit another 1 billion cards. So we've got 1 billion more cards out there than usual. But the last 2 years have been double that rate. It's likely the rate from 2020 to 2021 would have been higher were it not for printing shortages caused by the pandemic. So you all know, who have been around this year, that there has been some printing shortages on top of an increased demand. So that works together to make it really hard to get cards, for the most part, unless you want battle styles. Then you can just go to the store and buy that. He went back and looked through Pokemon's corporate data as well as a press release they've sent PokeBeach since 2003. Here's the amount of cards the Pokemon Company claims they've shipped. So he used the words claims, and that's because the Pokemon Company isn't publicly traded. So honestly, they can make the stuff up. They don't even have to release this. I'm sure it's legit. I'm sure it's, real information. I'm just saying that they're not publicly traded. They're not a public company. Nobody owns shares in them. No, they're not in the stock market. So none of this information actually needed to be given to us, but it is, and here it is. So we're going to take a look. In March 2021, over 34.1 billion cards worldwide in 13 languages and 77 areas. So like I said, I'm assuming that's just cards, and this is an all-time high number. So we're going to go back through the years and look at the highest number. March 2020, over 30.4 billion cards worldwide in 13 languages and 77 areas. September 2019, over 28.8 billion cards worldwide in 13 languages and 77 areas. March 2019, we've got 27.2 billion cards in 12 languages in 77 countries and regions. March 2018, we've got 25.7 billion cards worldwide in only 11 languages and 74 countries. So you can see they're increasing the areas they ship them in and the languages they use for cards. March 2017, over 23.6 billion cards worldwide in 11 languages and 74 countries and regions. And then between 2014 and 2016, we have over 21.5 billion cards worldwide in languages in 74 countries and regions. I'm going to guess that in the year of 2016, Pokemon Go had a huge effect on the amount of cards they sold. That's just my guess. That's not a very, it wasn't even a full year, but you understand Pokemon Go was super huge during that time, and it still is pretty big, but it was super huge during that time, everybody's playing, which means people were buying their other products. And then between 2004 and 2010, over 14 billion cards worldwide in 30 to 40 countries. Now, my assumption is that we won't be getting anything before that year. I'm not exactly sure what year Pokemon took the printing from Wizards of the Coast, but I would imagine that they don't get that information because, it wasn't their company that was doing it. The Pokemon Company claimed the 21.5 billion figure numerous times between 2014 and 2016. Even when publishing increasing statistics for other areas of the franchise, this suggests they didn't know the exact figure and only started keeping track in 2017. So they really didn't know until 2017 what they were selling. They probably never cared. They were selling enough. They knew they were making money, and they probably just didn't keep track. But they probably started making so much money, I would assume they started keeping track just to see. The 14 billion figure was used in a press release for a whopping 6 years It first appeared in emails from Pokemon USA to PokeBeach in 2004 and continued through 2010. While the numbers stayed the same, they did update the numbers of the countries the TCG was printed in. When emailing out the blurb, it gradually increased from 30 in 2005 to 40 in 2010. This suggests they weren't actively calculating how many cards were printed. It's as if they did an internal survey one time in 2004 and then just ran with that number for several years. All of this makes me think the TCG numbers are guesstimates from the Pokemon Company. The Pokemon Company isn't publicly traded, which is what I was talking about. They don't have to release their data or even be accurate about it. Pokemon also took back the TCG from WOTC in 2003, so they did take it back right in 2003. So, okay, that's why the 2004 is where it ends, leading to continuous legal battles between the two companies. So we don't even know if the amount of cards sold before that period were accurately saved. However, it's likely the change in the data has become more accurate in recent years. And then he ends with, how many trees had to die for our enjoyment? That's actually a really good question, and the people in the comments, if you want to go ahead and take a look at this article, which will be linked in the description, the people in the comments do talk about it, and there is some concerns there. Maybe even some short-term, some solutions with some of those comments. Go ahead and take a look. They're actually an interesting read. Everyone's being very respectful there, and it's an interesting read to see people's ideas for that. What do you guys think about 34 billion Pokemon cards sold? How many trees do you think got cut down for that? I'm gonna guess probably way too many. That begs the question is, how much longer are they gonna keep doing this? Because they can't keep doing it forever. Something to think about. They can't keep cutting down trees and printing 34 billion cards forever. So, yeah. What do you guys think about this? What do you think about this whole situation? What do you think about how many cards they sold? What do you think about the Pokemon Company being worth like $94 billion? If you didn't know that, that's how much they're worth. Like over 90 billion. I know that. It might not be 94, but you get the point. They're worth a ton of money. If you guys enjoyed that video, feel free to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below and share it with your friends. I would appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Bye now.